Kia ora, boys. Thanks for tuning in during kaitiaki time. I've got a couple of things to talk about this morning. I wanted to talk a little bit about the war in the Ukraine and also wanted to talk about COVID-19. So we look with tremendous empathy and sorrow at what's happening for the people involved in the conflict in the Ukraine, and I thought I should explain a little bit about what that conflict is about. And essentially, the war in the Ukraine is a war about geography. So geography is probably the most powerful force in international politics and international relations. And as an example of that, if we think of China and India, so two countries who don't really like each other, but they won't have a war because the Himalayas separate China and India. So they're not going to have a war because there's mountains in the way. If you think of Northern Europe, so you think of, say, Berlin, right across to Moscow, it's basically flat. There are no mountains in the Ukraine, and that is why twice in Russia's history, at least twice, it has been invaded from Europe, firstly by Napoleon and then by Hitler. So because the Ukraine is flat, the Russians feel they need to defend themselves, and as the NATO has encroached eastwards, Russia are desperate to occupy that land so that they're not invaded through that flat northern European area. Right, so COVID-19. Now, obviously, we've had a case in our community. We're not panicking. We will get other cases, and we'll keep you informed of where things are at. Key messages are masks in class, and we must stay home if we're unwell. We're not anticipating a move anytime soon to remote learning, so school continuing as normal, follow those principles of following public health advice, looking after mental and physical health, and whenever we can, making sure events go ahead. If you do have to go home, if you do have to isolate, we will expect some self-responsibility on your behalf, checking in on your emails, checking in on Teams or OneNote to make sure you know what is going on in class. So look, week 5, some challenges with a COVID case in our community, but I think we're doing really well. So thanks very much, boys. Have a good day. Aotearoa Pēro.
Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow. Vincent van Gogh. Boys, it's easy to recoil back into the cruisy, herd-like mentality that we're all used to and comfortable with. Admittedly, it is nice to not worry about what others think and fit in for a while. But it's important that we all be ourselves so that we can all blossom into our individual potentials. So, let's start the year well, get involved and be yourselves. Have a great day, boys. Aotearoa Pēro.
Kia ora, boys. Good morning. We've got a few sporting achievements that we'd like to celebrate with you this morning, and then also provide some information regarding winter sports registrations. So I'll start with our Year 10 Colts cricket team, and congratulations to these boys who defeated St Andrews in the NZCT Championship final that was held at Burwood Park last Tuesday. In the lead up to the final, the boys played Kashmir, St Bede's and Timaru Boys High School in the semi-final, and in the final on Tuesday they defeated St Andrews by 6 wickets. St Andrews Boys High scored 150 in their allocated overs and then bowled St Andrews out for 102. Unfortunately, due to COVID, our friend, the boys are unable to go and compete at the NZCT National Final, which is usually held in Palmerston North. So congratulations to Mac Chaplin, Talon Harrison, Cam Jones, Jacob Luff, Corbin McClurg, George Mertens, Luke Mitchell and Harry O'Loughlin, Gus Quirk, Blake Robinson, Hunru Vessels, Carter Woodgate and Ryan Waring. Well done, boys. The CBHS rowing program is well underway, and from the 14th to the 18th of February, we took a senior team down to the New Zealand National Championships that were held at Ruataniwha in Twizel. These boys were competing for the Canterbury Rowing Club, which is our affiliated school club. So I'd just like to make congratulations to the following boys who received gold medals at this national regatta. Sean Templeton, Thomas Pemberthy, Ted Main, Hugo Westfall, Will Knight and Jackson Binney, Luca O'Malley Philcox, Charlie Nicholson Sale, and Sed Kun, who is the coxswain for the Senior 8. And over the last weekend, these boys also attended the Junior South Island Regatta, also held at Twizel. And I've asked Liam to present or show me this cup. So hopefully you can see this. This is the San Agata Cup. And the last time the boys won this was in 2019. And for those of you that were here in 2019, that was the last time that we won, and the first time actually, the Māori Cup. So no pressure on the Senior 8 for winning the San Agata and then following up with maybe the Māori in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Well done, boys. Moving on to our swimming championships, which were held in the pool Friday a week ago. The highlights of the day, apart from the staff team again smashing the monitors in the relay, which is becoming a regular occurrence now, fellas. I'd like to congratulate Zach Knowles, who broke the individual medley school record in a time of 1 minute 23.31 seconds. And this was previously 1 minute 25 seconds, which was set back in 2019. Congratulations also to Jackson Close, who won every event that he entered in the under 15 age group. The individual school champions were under 14, Josh Parmenter, under 15, Jackson Close, under 16, Robbie Carroll, and Zach Knowles is our senior school swimming champion. The open event school champions were, in the 100 metre backstroke, Eli Teokatai, 100 metre breaststroke, Ben Smith. The individual medley was Zach Knowles, and Zach also took out the 200 metre freestyle. A team of 30 boys will now be selected to represent the school in April at the Canterbury Secondary Schools Championships. Winter sport registration, fellas, is now open. This is for our 4 main winter sports at this stage, where we'll have approximately 900 boys competing, and that's football, hockey, rugby and basketball. Registrations will close on the 18th of March, fellas, so please make sure you get your registration in on time to be certain of being selected in a boys' high team. If registrations aren't in this by this date, we will waitlist you, and then we'll put you in a team if it suits the school to do so. The reason we do this is, and as an example, last year in 19th grade football, we allowed late applications and ended up having a team of 20 to 22 players for football, which is very hard for a manager or a coach to manage. And at 22 players, we obviously don't have enough for 2 teams. So 18th of March is your cut-off. Go to the school website, register, talk to mum and dad because there is a payment required, and get your registrations in on time. Have a great day, fellas. Aotearoa Peto.